Hey y'all, I'm back with the scrapbook and project life process video for the Hip Kit Club using the December 2016 kits. I'm going to be working on week 20. I have cut the project life cards out of or from an 8.5 by 11 because I was able to print them at home. Kim uploaded them to our to our Facebook page so that we could print them off because I think there was a problem getting the actual cards in on time. And so just so that we would have them, we went ahead and printed them. And I just love the way they turned out, and I was able to print doubles. So I've started by cutting some of those up, and I cut them a little small. So I'm going to go back and cut a few 4x6 pieces of cardstock and a couple of 3x4 pieces of cardstock. I am in love with this purple color. I'm also in love with this, the color called Parfait that we got in our cardstock kit. And I'm going to use that on my next project, so you'll see that. Cutting just a simple white card there to back that middle, it's kind of like a color block type of design. And then I think I'm going to back that black and white polka dot one here in a little bit. I'm gonna first go ahead and adhere all of my cards to their bases, and then all of the photos to the cards. And I'm using all 2x2 photos in the spread because I had printed these a long time ago, and I'm going backwards now, working on week 20. I decided, well, now I'm printing more 4x6s and more 3x4 pictures. But when I had printed these a long time ago, I printed mostly 2x2 photos. I'm going to work on my title card, and I'm going to use that hello card for my title. And I'm going to say hello and then week 20. The W and the K are from, I think they're called Charming, and they're from the, I think it's like Heart Day, maybe the Crepe Paper Heart Day collection. And then the 20 is I think an older Dear Lizzie collection. I love both of those stickers, and I love how that worked out on that title card. I'm going to use some of the exclusive tabs here from Hip Kit Club. Those came in our Project Life kit, I believe. And I was also able to print out our cut apart word and phrase sayings, and I'm going to use quite a few of those. I've already trimmed them in lines, but now I'm just going to use my scissors to trim them apart, or to cut them apart. And I'm going to pop some of them up on foam dots just to kind of change it up a little bit. And I'm going to also pop up, did I pop up that star, or did I just use, I think I did. The star was also exclusive. I think it came in that same ephemera pack. And then we got some extra wood veneer and in our kit along with acrylic pieces. And so I'm going to use that little arrow to point at the picture. And those top pictures are me and some of my coworkers went to a fun little night where we learned Scripty font. It's kind of like a little craft night in Waco. And I'm going to journal about that, or I'm going to do some bullet journaling here in a second, and then you guys will see it because I'm going to do it on my typewriter, but I am going to clip it on that clip, and that's kind of why I've placed that clip at the top there. I'm also going to stamp the date at that bottom, on that bottom card. That was a day where my daughter was not feeling good, and it's like the only way we could get her to really just stop crying, or I guess to at least relax and feel a little bit better, was to watch. She likes the Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn videos, or she's liked them for a long time. Now she's kind of moved on to other things like animal sounds and stuff like that. But anyway, or watching animals in general. But that was one of the ways we could get her to kind of like relax and at least seem like she at least seemed like she felt better. So you'll see I'll put the date there, and I also clipped that journaling there on top of that layout. And you'll see final photos of all that, so don't worry, you'll see some close-ups. This is a cut file designed by Kim Watson, available for subscribers, and I love this cut file. This is probably one of my favorites I've ever worked with. And I'm simply, or really quickly adhering it with just my dot runner, and then I'm going back and just using my adhesive remover to remove, this is like the lazy way for sure, to remove the adhesive that was excess on the, around the cut file that you could see on the white, and then I simply sewed it down. Now I'm looking through the papers to see where I want to start as far as layering. I've pulled quite a few of the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Take Me Away papers, and then I'm going to start my layering process. Now you'll see that I think I filmed this, that I struggle with the layering. I don't know if I haven't done like an actual layout probably since the beginning or since the end of December, maybe the beginning. No, probably sometime in November. I can't really remember, but I know that I struggled a lot, like almost as if I was really rusty on doing a 12 by 12 layout. And so I was trying to figure out, do I want to add, and it looks okay on camera, but I just couldn't get it to work when I was in the middle of the process. So I'm kind of moving things around to see how I want them. And then I kind of set that aside and decide, well, let's just go ahead and adhere that. And then maybe once I start committing, it'll make the process go a little quicker. And so at this point, I think I decided to do away with that one pink piece. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. That's a crepe paper bloom collection, that hot pink piece with like some lighter pink polka dots. That's from Crepe Paper Bloom. And I just went ahead and placed my entire stack on top of that, and then went ahead and did a thin layer around. And then I'm going to add that little vertical piece right behind there. And I think that looks a lot better. Now I'm going to adhere the entire thing down, and I left my thread just for a little bit of added interest, and so I am going to make sure that it adheres to the tape on the back of my layering stack. I'm going to add some ephemera. This ephemera is from the Take Me Away collection. It's so pretty. And I'm going to place that there, and then I'm going to use that as an anchor for my title. But first I'm going to add this banner. The banner is also from that same Take Me Away ephemera pack, and I'm going to pop it up on foam dots just to kind of add it right underneath where my title is going to go. And then I decided, this is a picture of Ava and my mom, and I decided to go ahead and just use, I actually was looking for a very short title, and so I decided to use the words love and you, and then I am going to move that up a little bit. I really didn't want to cover where it says like sweet moments or something like that, that ticket piece, that ephemera piece that I was talking about earlier. I really didn't want to cover it up, but I decided it really didn't matter. So I'm going to cut some of these phrases and words apart, and I'm going to place them on my layout. I'm trying to find ones that will go with the page, and I think I put like December memories and maybe one that says this warms my heart. And then it's kind of hanging off the page there because it's on, it's kind of, it's dimensional on one side but not the other, so I went ahead and added a foam dot. These are foam squares. I think I got them from Hobby Lobby, and they are from, they're 3D foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives, and I got them in the adhesive section at Hobby Lobby. And last but not least, I'm adding these beautiful gold mirrored pieces. Those are acrylic, and those are from My Mind's Eye. I love those. They've got to be like one of my favorite things in this kit. And then lastly, I'm going to add some Sweet Mint Heidi Swapp mist. And that is it. I'm going to have some final photos of the Project Life spread, and then I'm going to have some final photos of this particular layout. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer as best as I can, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Merry Christmas.